float kick. It's a very simple drill. It consists of 4 laps. On the first 2 laps, we actually do it incorrectly for bad body position. For float kick, you're going to have your arms straight out overhead, shoulder width apart, and you're going to kick your legs very easily. For the first lap, you're going to take your chin and tuck it down towards your chest. This should have your hips go way high out of the water. For good body position, we want our hips flat and as high in the water as possible. The second lap, you're going to take your head, put it up as far as you can. Eyes should be level with the water level. This should make your hips drop in the water. On the third lap, you're going to nod your head from the top position all the way down to the bottom position as slowly as possible. Feel how your body goes up and down in the water. On the final lap, you're going to find a position for your head where your body is completely flat and on top of the water. You should be looking down but slightly forward. This is different for every swimmer. You have to experiment with it to find what works best for you.
Kyle's performing the float kick drill. You'll see his hands shoulder width apart and he has a very light kick. On this first lap, his head is down by his chest and his hips are very high in the water, creating a V with his body. He needed a little breath there. He's going to go right back into it. You can see his hips way above the surface of the water. He wants to keep his body nice and flat, so this is the incorrect way of doing it, but I want you to feel how it's incorrect. On the second lap, he's going to have his head directly up, showing his hips very low in the water. He's got his eyes right at the surface, and you can see his hips sinking in the water. This is very different from when his head was down by his chin and his hips were up out of the water. Keeps his arms nice shoulder width apart, nice light kick behind him. On this third lap, he's going to be nodding his head up and down all the way from his eyes at the surface of the water till his chin is down at his chest. You can feel how his body reacts to his head movements in the water. His hips are up. As he moves his head position, his hips go down in the water. On his fourth lap, he's going to find the optimal position for his head where his body is completely flat on top of the surface of the water. You can see that his back is directly in line with his hips and directly in line with his upper legs. This is perfect position so that you're on top of the water and you can move through the water as fast as possible.